Today's topic, Keys, 6 most intriguing teams heading into 2021. Half dozen. All right, Key, take it away.
I think when you look at intriguing, you got to look at teams that made some moves in the offseason, starting with the Carolina Panthers. They took what the Jets didn't want in Sam Darnold. You get Sam Darnold paired with Robbie Anderson and some of the talent that they have over there, a healthy Christian McCaffrey back, a defense that's solid and sound, and a young coach who knows what to do from an offensive standpoint. I think you're going to see the number 3 pick that the Jets selected in Sam Darnold thrive. What if the Carolina Panthers are playing in the NFC Championship game? How would the Jet fans feel then?
At
number 5.
The number 5 is the Arizona Cardinals. I know I've been on the Red Sea a little bit throughout the last couple of years and talking about what they've capable of doing under Cliff Kingsbury along with Kyler Murray at the quarterback spot. But here's an interesting one. You talk about moves in the offseason. They went out and signed J.J. Watt because they feel like Watt can bring something to the table to that defense that certainly needs to bolster up some pass rush as well as stopping people in the run on the edges. So when you think about that, DeAndre Hopkins offensively is there. Kyler Murray needs to take another step. It's a tough division that they're going to be playing in with the Rams and the Seahawks and the 49ers. But if anything, this offseason for them is a make or break.
Number 4.
At the 4th spot, America's team. This is a team that we always talk about, the Dallas Cowboys. The big money that was spent on Dak Prescott. Everything is in place now. There's no more contract issues with anybody. Amari Cooper, Lawrence, you now got Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. What are the Cowboys going to do? A new defensive coordinator. You don't have any problems. Gus Pratt, nothing. Everything's good. Let's see what they do. Dan Quinn is now their new defensive coordinator. Let's see what the Cowboys do.
Number 3.
Number 3 are the Cleveland Browns. Now, it's interesting because they have an opportunity to win this division with a down Baltimore team that lost players in free agency, as well as a Pittsburgh team that's lost players, as well as an older quarterback coming back. We don't know what it really is. There was a lot of talk in the offseason that he wouldn't be there. He re-signs with them. Now, all of a sudden, the Cleveland Browns are in the hunt for Jadeveon Clowney to pair him with Myles Garrett. You got that mix on the defensive side of the ball. We know what the offense is. Baker Mayfield, can he take another step to get them beyond the second round of the playoffs?
Number 2.
The New England Patriots. You scratch your head, you smile, you wonder, why is New England even in this? Man, the New England Patriots could have won 11 damn games last year doing what they did on offense with a lack of playmakers at all. Defense was kind of at times. Cam Newton was but good enough that they signed Cam Newton and brought him back when I would probably say, Canty, 80% of America felt like Cam Newton was washed and did not want to see him in New England. But Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels said, you guys are fools. We know what we have. We're re-signing him. We're going to spend big money in free agency, and we'll be right back in the damn playoffs and winning the AFC East.
Number 1.
The number 1 team for me, and this is the only reason, quarterback switch. We were supposed to have 18 quarterbacks switch in the offseason. So far, I think 3 or 4 have only switched. Now you look at Jared Goff going over to Detroit. You now have Matthew Stafford replacing Jared Goff in Los Angeles. That was the problem. Sean McVay, everybody, Jared Goff, we would win more games if we had a better quarterback. Well, guess what? You made an offseason move to get a better quarterback. This is an intriguing story. But a lot of people forgot that the defensive staff is no longer. There's a new guy in charge in Raheem Morris calling the defense. It's not the same as before. They've gone through 2 different defensive coordinators in 2 years now in Ramsville. So we'll see what they're all about when the season starts in September.
And Chris, what we love to do when Key gives his real rankings or any rankings is we like to ask, if Jay was here, and obviously you're in his stead today. Key gave us 6 compelling
Jay's
teams.
on maternity leave.
Paternity leave, right? Key, miss anybody out there that you would have said, like, I don't know, man, have you thought about this team? I mean, honestly, every team could. Like, I would put Jacksonville in there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, just with the Urban Meyer experiment,
the whole
seeing
thing.
whether he can make the transition from being a college coach to a pro coach. Some coaches have been able to do it, some not. But I think Key's list is pretty solid with that one, Zoo. And I think the 2 teams right there in the middle, the number 2 team with the New England Patriots and the number 3 team with the Cleveland Browns, those are teams that everybody's going to be paying attention to. Everybody's going to be watching. With Bill Belichick, he doesn't go out and get involved with the expensive part of free agency. So to see the spending spree that they went on to address both the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball, to see if he can get back to having that high level of success without Tom Brady, I think that's going to be one of the biggest storylines in 2021. And then, of course, Baker Mayfield. Can he take that next step? Can he put the Cleveland Browns in position where they're competing for this division? We already saw them get into the playoffs and actually win a playoff game. I think the next thing for them to do is to assert themselves as the preeminent team in the AFC North. And so I think that's going to involve the evolution of Baker Mayfield as a passer, not just being a guy that can do a lot with a lot of weapons around him, but being able to elevate the talent around him.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.